We just spent 3 days to get from Argentina to France with our golden retriever, and here's why. Back in 2022, we were searching for ways to travel the world without putting him in the hold of a plane. Eventually, we found Cunard and the Queen Mary 2, the only transatlantic ocean liner in the world, and they allow dogs on board. Within 24 hours, we had a one-way ticket from the UK to the USA, and so did Humphrey. At some point, we got the idea of driving from the US to Mexico, and not long after, we found out about the Pan American Highway, the longest road in the world, spanning from the tip of Alaska to the bottom of Argentina, and we figured that sounded as good a plan as any. So in May 2022, we sailed from the UK to the USA, docked to New York and hired a car. We drove to Tennessee, bought an old Toyota camper, and spent the next year travelling North America whilst house-sitting and fixing the truck along the way. We crossed the states, spent a summer in Canada, and drove down the west coast of the USA with a quick pit stop to get married in Vegas. Before entering Mexico in Baja, California, we spent the winter on the beach, got the ferry to the mainland, before heading into Belize and Guatemala, where everything changed. Humphrey got ill, declined fast, and we lost him within a few days of a cancer diagnosis. We left our truck at mechanics, flew home, and met Digby. We know, it was fast, but his litter was advertised the very same day we lost Humphrey. He would have been his nephew. Eventually, we felt strong enough to give the trip another go. We flew back, Lewis collected the truck from Guatemala, met us in El Salvador, then we drove through Honduras and Nicaragua, before spending 6 wonderful weeks house-sitting in Costa Rica. We spent another 6 weeks exploring before arriving in Panama, loading our truck into a container and shipping it across the Darien Gap to South America. We flew to Colombia, waited for our truck to arrive in Cartagena before driving to the Andes and exploring Colombia. Then we entered Ecuador, left our truck at a campsite, and flew home for over a year of family commitments in the UK. After 14 months of wondering if we'd ever complete this trip, we managed to fly back to Ecuador, via Canada, and collect our truck before finally heading further south. We spent 10 weeks in Peru, entered Chile, then spent 2 months in Patagonia, crossing the border between Argentina repeatedly before we finally reached our goal of driving to the southernmost drivable point in the world. After 4 years, 15 countries, and God only knows how many miles, we finally did it. We drove the longest road in the world with our golden retrievers in honour of our beautiful boy who we started this journey with.